then comes ego, then all the mind, senses, elements, tanmatras, the whole thing comes. Like they say that in the beginning there was amoeba, then amoeba became cell, and cell became gel, and from that came fish and frog and bird and like that, so much variety. But it all started from the little thing. So here also it is described like that. It starts and then it goes back. Now the universe is expanding. And they say that after something like, how much they are saying, some 15, now they, according to science, the universe is about 14 billion years old. Then after another 14 billion years, this will start going back. So we also know that Brahma is now at half of his age. This is his 51st year. He's crossed 50. 100 years he finishes the job. So science is also finding out some facts. So they say that then it will start going back and back and back. And it will again merge. They say that it actually started just from like a small point. Only thing is that last 1 millionth second they don't know what happened. How there was a boom. And suddenly it started expanding. So they just missed that 1 millionth second, the beginning. That they cannot figure out. So that beginning is actually the glance of Lord Vishnu. Because Vishnu is lying down in this ocean quietly. Then he glances at the unmanifest nature, which is like a small point. And then the universes start coming out of his body. And they are becoming, when they come out they are small and then they are becoming big. That is the Big Bang. Then they again, when he is breathing in, they start going in. When he is breathing out, they are going out. So now they say that all these galaxies are running away from each other. Then they will start coming back, they will hit each other, smash into each other, merge, and again going back. Suddenly there will be only amoebas. Then amoebas finished, gases, over everything. So that is the final thing, Guna Sannirodha. 3 modes, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Like they have proton, electron and neutron. So electrons are the Rajas, running, cannot sit quietly. And proton, they are Sattva. And neutron, they are Tamas. So Sattva and Tamas, they look alike because both are peaceful. One is peaceful in ignorance, one is peaceful in knowledge. And in between guy is just running, circling. Circles around, goes nowhere. Running at a very high speed and he thinks he's doing a lot of things. But actually he does nothing. He remains there only. So this is how modes work. So Srila Visvanatha Cakravarti says, Tadevam sthula sukshma bhuta ati kramam uktva tadavarana bhuta hankara praptya mahedadi praptima. So he says he has already explained how he crosses over sthul, the gross elements, then sukshma, the subtle elements, and then he comes to the covering of ahankar, bhuta hankar. And then from there he goes to Mahat. Sayogi vividham karyam asyeti vikarya. Ahankar. So ahankar is called vikarya because it has many karya. Karya means production. It's like an industry. Ahankar cannot sit quietly. It has to do something. So it has a lot of vikarya. Many manifestations. So it reaches that samsadhya prapya. Kidrisham bhut sukshmanam. So first there are subtle elements, those tanmatras which we were described previously, they are entered into it. Then indriyanamcha, then the senses, because senses are subtle then elements, they are dropped into the ahankar. Samnikarso layo yatra tam. Tamas ahankare bhut sutsmani. Rajas ahankare indriyani pravilapya. So he merges his subtle material elements in the ego called tamas ahankara or mode of ignorance, and senses into ahankara in the mode of passion. Punah kidrisham manomayam devamayam satvik ahankare manah devatasya pravilapya. So then there are mind which comes from ego in the mode of goodness, and the presiding deities. So all the senses, they have presiding deity: hand, eyes, nose. That's why we are always controlled. We think we are independent, but our senses are being controlled by these demigods. So without their help, nothing happens. So they're all dissolved then in ego. And then ahankara is dissolved into mahatattva. Tatastena mahatatvena gunaha sannirdhante yena tat pradhanam yati. Then mahatattva reaches the gunas, and then gunas are dissolved and reaches pradhana. Mahatattvam pradhanam vilapyati ityartha. Mahatattva dissolves into pradhana. Then he says that Tenatmanatmanam upayati shantam anandamayo vasane etam gatim bhagavatim gatoya savai puname visajyate. Then when it is time for Mahapralaya, then with his own self he goes into the absolute Brahman, who is Anandamaya. Shantam Anandam. Brahma is Ananda, and the Jiva is also Anandamaya, because now he has no more disturbance. Disturbance is called by Ahankar, and then the senses and mind and all these things. So they are dissolved. Then he reaches Atmana Atmanam Upayati. By his own self, he reaches the super self, who is Shantam and Anandam, who is very peaceful and full of bliss. And then Jiva is also blissful, because now he is in the pure state. And when does it happen? Avasane. Avasane means when it is time for the Prakriti to enter into the Lord's body. Etam gatim bhagavatim gatoya savai punarneha visajyate. Sukdev says that, my dear king, you should know that a person who has reached this destination, which is called Bhagavati Gati, or the position belonging to the Lord, then he does not come back again to the material. So that he has attained ultimate liberation. This is the process followed by the yogis to give up their body.